Our past is the monster of our life, but that is only if you allow it to be. Today, I will definitely be telling you how I moved on from my past and also encourage you on how you can move on from your past to a beautiful, lovely future waiting to embrace you. Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Most times, we do not know that our past is our biggest enemy. We are busy sending away the naysayers, but the gigantic naysayer, just like the Goliath, is right inside of us. It lives right inside our mind. And so, I just found out that the reason why some of us, or someone, or even you, why you are not moving forward is because you are hugging your past. Like a man loves his woman and would hug her. Like a military guy would go to a war, stay there 4 months and come back. And when he hugs his family, he never wants to let go. That's how some of us, we are hugging our past. But guess what? If you don't leave this past, you're not going to move on to the next chapter of your life. Like you're reading a book? You want to stay on page 21 forever? Then stay. If you do not turn that page, you can never find out what is in page 22. The past is something that has happened. It has happened. Why do you want to fall in love over and over again with your past? Yes, I call it falling in love because something you can't just let go. Oh well, obviously you're so in love with it. Now, I remember when I was 13 years, something struck in my family. A very bad event, very bad thing, occurrence. It happened. Well, the long and short of the story is that I had to go to a village. And I had to do a lot of things I didn't want to do as a little girl. Follow my grandma to the farm always, pushing the wheelbarrow, probably selling some things in the market. Yeah, it happened. I didn't want that. And I know some of, the things that happened to me. Sometimes growing up as a teenager, and into adulthood in my early 20s, I knew what I experienced. I didn't like it. If it's not for God, where I would have fallen into the hands of those that probably could be on drugs, or maybe, one of those things. But thank God for keeping me. But I still have some of them. It's that bad that sometimes I'm watching a movie and when it gets to a part about family, maybe someone is leaving or something, I start crying. Unknowingly, even before I can say no to myself, the tears are rolling down. And that's the trauma of something I faced when I was 13 and growing. Yeah, in as much as that little part is still there. But one day I had to tell myself, like the Yorubas would say, kilon shele. I had to move on. Kilon shele means what is this in Yoruba? I had to move on. I said, okay, Tuvia, I watched one movie for colored girls and I knew I wasn't passing through anything. You think your past is the worst? I'm sure you want to see other people's own. Your past ain't bringing any good to you. Someone say, burn the bridges. Burn it already. It's not helping. See the big picture ahead of you. You have a beautiful future ahead. For whatsoever you want to be. You know why we have pasts? So that we can learn from it. That's why it is called mistakes. Oh, you were supposed to take something, but You took another thing. That's a miss. You missed it. Okay, fine. You missed it. Learn, and this time around, do not miss what you are to take because you have missed it in the past. This time around, get focused and take what you're supposed to take and run with it. Mistake is a stepping stone, right? It's not meant to bring you down. You fall, you rise up, and you keep moving. Trust me, staying in the past will not help you. If I had stayed in the past, I wouldn't be this a lady I am today. You know, it was bad that from my village, you know, I'm from Anambra before I got married. In my village, someone would pronounce, you know, rice, just like the tongue, you know, like that kind of accent and the theme. It says rice. An old woman in my village would pronounce lice. Yeah, L for R. So Anambra is Anambla. It was that bad. But I had to wonder and say, no, what? I'm dreaming of having a fashion empire, of being a big celebrity, of being, and then someone is going to say something and say, do you mind having some lice? Hey! Oh my goodness. No. I was never going to be that girl. And guess what? I moved and found a job in a hotel. I said, I'm going to the city. Yes, it was a big problem for me. Because the school as I was then, I had to leave it. Fly to the city, Enugu. My dad wasn't happy, but anyway, I had to. Yeah. And so I had to find a job in a hotel to support myself. And then you will find some slim, slinky girls with their hilly shoes coming back from clubs, because I was a receptionist there, to say, who the hell do you think you are? And all of that. I got lots and lots of insults. Why? Because of something that happened. I cried all night, and I stayed in that hotel, and I walked and received the insults until one day I said, no. Eh? You are going to see me on TV someday. But first, you will hear my voice on radio. And so this is it. I just went to a radio station near me. I said, please, you don't need to pay me. I just want to learn and start, understudy, and that's how my life began. Like, that is what you should do. You have made mistakes, you're moving on to it, you're trying to grow, to be the bigger person that you have seen in your mind, you have pictured in your mind, and other people are there laughing. Hey, don't even look at them. Just continue to do what you're doing. Okay? Because, like I said, if you don't move on, you're going to stay there, and the next thing is you die a nobody. You know, I was listening to one motivational message. I like to listen to them a lot, and it says, when you see a dead person, they say, oh, he lived from 1967 to 2018. Okay, 1967 when you were born, that's fine. 2018 when you died. That hyphen between is, what were you able to do with your life within that time? Did you make good use of it, or were you a total nuisance? Were you a total disappointment to the people that have invested in you? Yeah, I did a video about 3 reasons why you must be successful. Be sure to go down and check and watch that video. Are you going to be a disappointment to yourself, to us, to God? No. You have to move on. You have to move on from your past because there's a beautiful future. You have to move on from your past because you don't want to be stunted. You must grow. You have to move on from your past because your mates are ahead of you and you're there. You have to move on from your past because it is hurting you. It's not putting any gain in your life. Can't you see it? If a 13-year-old girl could move on, yeah, I know what I faced there with my grandma. Now I realize it was a part of training, but then it wasn't easy. But the worst part, I made lots of mistakes growing up as a teenager, especially when I entered the university, the tertiary institution. Right? Yeah, I made that mistake. But if I could move on, if that girl that almost pronounced rice as lice can today speak English and pronounce it correctly. And of course, I'm still moving on to live my dream. I don't see why you shouldn't. My life is not perfect. As I talk to you, I talk to myself. I'm growing. I'm not part of those motivational speakers that will come to inspire you as though their life is perfect. No! I still face what the normal human being face every day, challenges. But I learn to grow past them and keep moving. So my dear, move past your life, because if you don't turn to the next page, you will never know what beauty life holds for you until you learn to dump that past. Learn from that mistake, and this time around, work, get more disciplined, get more positive attitude, get focused to take what you're supposed to take out of that mistake and into the future. You don't have a life yet. Move from the past and move on to the future. Thank you so much. I hope I was able to inspire you. If you're feeling hopeless, I hope I've been able to give you some kind of hope. Just stay tuned to this channel for more uplifting videos. Comments, questions, suggestions, you can put it below in the box. Just like and subscribe. And remember, your dreams can come true, and definitely your mission is possible. Thank you.